Greetings, I'm Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, with more Pillar Loves tabletop games, because apparently I keep finding myself buying board games, because I don't know, I just love them too much. I decided it's worth getting Seven Wonders, modern classic game of drafting cards and building wonders. You start with a city. The city has various wonders to build across multiple stages. Your city also has a resource that you can use or your opponents can buy. In addition, you start with 3 money. Over the course of the game, players will play over a number of ages. Each age will consist of a number of turns. So at the start, you'll take all the cards for an age based on the number of players. So if we only have 3 players, we only use these cards. They'll be shuffled, and then an equal number dealt to each player. There should be 7 per player, and then dealt out, and then each player will simultaneously choose a card from their hand, place it face down, pass the rest, depending on the age. Ages 1 and 3 pass to the left. Age 2 passes to the right. And then players will reveal the cards. Sometimes they have no cost. Sometimes they cost gold. Sometimes they cost resources. If you don't have a resource, but a player to your left or right does, you can spend 2 money. It goes to them. You can't buy more resources than they actually have, but you can buy from both your opponents. Some buildings have symbols, and other buildings in a future age will show that symbol next to their cost that you can use instead. There's theater. Okay, not that one. It's a 3rd age card. Oh, there it is. So, buying the theater early means getting a shortcut into the gardens later. So I don't have to spend all those resources. Alternatively, if you can't afford the card, an option is to take the card and just sell it for $3. And then there's taking the card and applying it to your wonder, provided you have the resources. When you are down to 2 cards left in hand, one of them will always be discarded, and then the other one you get to deal with as you see fit. You are never allowed to build 2 cards of the same name, which means you're probably going to be selling that if that's your option. And then as for actual card types, we have common resources in brown, wood, stone, clay, ore. Not so common resources in gray, glass, parchment, silks. Straight up points in blue. Economic cards in yellow. Cheaper resources from your neighbors. Just straight up money or just personal resources. Military cards in red. So when we get to the end of the age, you'll compare your military score to your neighbors. If you beat them, you get point tokens based on the age. First age is a point per neighbor. Second age is 3. Third age is 5. Every time you are beaten in military, you get a -1. And finally, there's the green science cards. They are with points at the end as follows. You take the number of symbols of a type and you square it. It's worth that many points. Let's say you have 3 of these, so that's 9 points. In addition, every set of the unique symbols is worth 7. So if you have these 3 cards at the end of the game, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. And starting in stage 3, or age 3, are guild cards. A random number are added to the deck based on the number of players. And they score points based off cards your neighbors have, cards you have, your wonders, or your neighbor's wonders, or they might even get you an extra science symbol. Alright. So the gameplay is, play a card, pass the rest, military conflicts after resolving the last card, go into the next stage, complete that, go into the third age, complete that, and then end the game scoring, where you'll score a point for every 3 monies you have left. Your guilds, your science cards, your military results. Some of the yellow cards have points as well. Your wonders. So if you completed all 3 stages, there's an extra 10 points. Most points wins. Ties are broken with money. If there's still a tie, then it's a shared victory. So why do I love this game? It's simple, it's quick. You can't stretch out the game by doing stupid little stuff. This is a game that's been around for quite a while. I want to say 2010, 2011. It is just a solid game. And if you've got people who've never really played a lot of games like this before, this is actually a pretty good start, I'd say. But yeah, Seven Wonders. They're starting to expand this one. Previous version has quite a bit of expansions. They've got some spin-offs like the 2-player duel and Seven Wonders Architects, which is an interesting approach. I like that there's not a crazy amount of text, that you can play this with just about any kind of audience. Yeah, big recommendation. Play it, love it. This has been Pillar Nexus. We'll see you next time.